TV, man. You know how I do it.
Are going on, and it is a multiple barrage of assaults on the human nature, the human divine complex is not being served, but the human default program is being rebuilt. And every day when people wander around in this, it is disinformative, and the confusion and the chaos that is being perpetuated by a lot of what's going on with the inoculations and the chemtrails is for a certain point. So if you look at chickens again, chickens are quickly manipulated. They're grown fast. They're injected with hormones. They're bigger than they naturally are so that they can be eaten. And humans are being consumed. Everything about what a human exudes and elicits is from the vibrations of depression, sociopathy. When you look at people who are just apathetic or indifferent or even religion, there are many different oscillations that are being broadcast from inside of the human complex that are being fed on by not just the archons, but the jinns, the ifrit, all of these different leagues of demons and minor demons and different Nari Shamun and all of these different kinds of characters that are made of a different polarity or the opposite of what the humans are made of. It is a major smorgasbord that is happening, and humans are none the wiser. I have an assistant who drinks about 4 liters of Diet Coke every day.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and when I tell her, I'm like, I'm not going to say a name, but for the people that know me, they know who my assistant is. I love her dearly. I say, I'll make a fruit smoothie that's made up of papaya, blueberries, strawberries, and red grapes. And then I'll charge it, and it's really packed with antioxidants, digestive enzymes for the gut, probiotics. It has all of this stuff in it. It's a little thick, So I offer it to her and I say, hey, why don't you have some of this? She looks at it and says, oh, that's sludge. I can't drink that. And I say, and you look at me like I have 4 heads when I offer you something that is enzymically amazing. This is the human condition. Humans don't accept what is given freely from the divine realms that will emancipate them from the fetters of their own darkness and ignorance and confusion. People don't want to come out of it. So when I say to people, I'm having a seminar called Hyper Natural Magic, and it will put you on a highway of your main destiny. It will stop you from suffering with not having any money. It will stop you from making some of the same mistakes that you've been making all of your life. And if you employ 10% of what it is that I'm going to teach you or show you, doing this seminar in particular, your life will change. Some people get upset because, well, how dare you disturb the peace and harmony of my ignorance? And this is something
ignorance is bliss.
Right. So it's an interesting condition, but it's something that's across the board. And like I said, humans do not want to be, the unawakened human wants to remain asleep, and that's just what it is.
It's certainly fascinating when I look at people. I go to the store and I sometimes think, man, what's that person's life like? And then I'll speculate and a whole bunch of things will come into my mind. But it certainly seems like we're in a society of idiocracy where literally the IQs of people on a generational standpoint, it's just plummeting. And they're not really, most people overall aren't looking for mind food except for a small percentage. Like the people that listen to your show, the audience of Leak Project, you can tell that's an eclectic group of people that are looking for knowledge and information and are tired of the mainstream lies. And these are good platforms to get that kind of information. So I'm certainly not talking about those people, but if you look at society as a whole, I think we're in really rough shape, and I wonder what it's going to be like the next 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, and beyond.
Yeah, well, one of the things that I would say, and I just want to applaud you for having a platform that gives people an ancillary or an alternative to a lot of what is out there. So, may the gods bless you for that. And I think that's really needed in our world. And with someone, absolutely. And I also feel that I'm optimistic. I feel that people are growing. I consult people every day. I see a shift in people's consciousness to the point where they do want to know about the divine. People do want to empower themselves. They want to know about some of the powers that, it's really analogous to living in an apartment and not realizing that you had a washer and a dryer, but you lived there for a year, or you had, certain amenities that